Of you know this woman, Pastor Helen. Well, yesterday she was celebrating her 60th birthday, 60 years birthday, and something happened. One of our superstar, who goes by the name Bloody Samaritan, decided to bring this woman matter up. When a blog posted about this woman, said Pastor Helen turned 60 today, Bloody Samaritan said, she literally made people burn their children alive. She literally made people burn their children alive. I don't know much about this woman, but when this woman issue was going up as at then, I was mainly focused about entertainment. I wasn't really focusing about her. But it seems like this woman, a lot of people know about her and her atrocity. Like this documentary video, a video that was made about her, it's very long, but just check out this almost 3 minutes long video.
You are talking about witches and witches leaving their body. I can show you and teach you many places in the Bible.
This is Helen Ukpabio. Calling herself Lady Apostle, she heads the Liberty Foundation Gospel Ministries in Nigeria, and she believes that she can save her country from witchcraft. But instead of denouncing other women as witches, she preaches that the devil now targets children as recruits. Unfortunately, she's not just some random lunatic with a twisted imagination. Helen and her church are largely responsible for the recent wave of witch hysteria that has broken out all across West Africa, which has resulted in thousands of children to be starved, beaten, brutalized, tortured, abandoned, and even murdered by followers of her insane beliefs that witch children ruin the lives of not just their families, but of whole villages. She produces and distributes ridiculous movies that have played a very significant role in whipping up this hysteria. The most well-known is End of the Wicked, which specifically and graphically details how witch children steal the souls of other children and initiate them into witchcraft. These productions, along with the dumbing down of the destitute and uneducated masses who flock her church of over 150 branches, have made her one of the wealthiest preachers in the Niger Delta. And now, she's coming to the United States. In May 2012, the self-proclaimed Lady Apostle will be hosting a series of sermons called 12 Days of Battling in the Spirit of Freedom at the Liberty Gospel Church in Houston. The original date was for mid-March, but according to...
Okay, that was then. It's been long though. That was a woman who was trying as much as possible to stop her from coming to the United States of America. But I never really knew of the magnitude. Come on, man. This woman was even producing movies through his church to talk about how kids can be used by Satan. So generally what this woman was generally speaking about is children are the main focus of the Satan. Like Satan use children to make an entire family poor, to make an entire family not to progress. No wonder all those children that they are abandoning in that place, even up to today, the pandemic is still there. Family will just carry their 3 years, will just abandon her for road. Starvation. Nobody want to assist the kid. So strangers from another state, and then they come that particular place to pack all those children, go another state, go take care of it. Then if that child becomes somebody in the life, now you go to find out. This woman do. Maybe Bloody Samaritan was among those people who was nearly tagged as a witch. So let us speak up. Let us speak up. According to the woman's daughter, that's a name by Ima Ijeja. She said, I give you the next 5 hours to take this down or I will educate you in court. The Bloody Samaritan said, use your connection to remove our UK ban. She needs you, please. Then she also said, you are an idiot. You are a bloody idiot. To disrespect my mother, who is great influence on the culture, you now benefit from bloody unwise of a child. Keep idea. Now the woman daughter they talk so. Blessed about it. Said, look, you are free to have your perspective, but before you cook me, you will cook the UK border control for throwing her out while she was on vacation, Sahara reporters for asking her why she is evil, and the journalists of DW documentary for asking her to stop killing children. Then she also said, shh, it's not my POV, this is my reality. So maybe you are a less credible to tell me about my mom. No reasonable person takes news from Sahara reporters, Jesus, ABC. Please go and research because I can't come back to this. See the girl made the talk. Oh. So ask your mother, they cover her face rich, they cover her body rich. You grew up with a woman that condemn other people's children. Allegedly, okay, according to news, condemn other people's children and say they are witchcraft. If they go court, your mother, you have to bring your mother to prove a child is a witch before court go answer you. So you can dress like this. Your mother preaching, no fit reach you. So you don't know, say what you are doing is godly. Now, according to your mother, now witches and wizards, they dress like this. Don't you know? See your mother now, well covered. But you no cover up and you dey talk. Hey. She also said, I grew up with so much pain around this scandal. For an ignorant child to wake up and stir a pot. Question now is, how did Helen make you kill your kids? Why isn't she arrested or even investigated locally? They arrest, they investigate locally, riches in Nigeria. This kind of question they ask us for Nigeria. Say why they don't arrest your mother or investigate her locally. My mom refused to join an international court, and since then, Jean Z last. Helen did this, Helen did that. Helen made many films about saving children from Daesh. But guess what? Jay's method of gathering information is to. Most of you know much about her. Please educate me because I've heard so many stories. I've been reading so many stories online concerning her. The only thing I'm saying is that it thought she was the one that educated family in that Niger Delta region to start abandoning their kids. That is the only thing I read about her. That's the only thing. So please, am I wrong? Or all those things are actually true? I'm the one just finding it hard to believe that a supposed man of, not a man, woman of God. Well, guys, let me know. But her daughter is there now. The woman no fit change her daughter. Just imagine. That is why you don't need to listen to this part. Read the Bible and that's it. Read the Bible, understand God. You guys are trying as much as possible to understand pastor than understanding God. You guys are worshiping your pastor. You don't know they know now pastor and they worship now. By the time God come and denies you, and tell you, say, go meet the person who they worship, you will cry blood. You don't know understand the meaning of understanding God from understanding your pastor. You not guys, you not they understand pastor. You know they understand God. Watched like this kind of thing before. Well, it has happened though. People they produce movies. There is this woman that died recently. This woman. According to the news, they said, according to this woman, Sarah Ibrahim said, thank you everyone. Sadly, we lost Josie today. The money we were donating was taken by her husband into his personal account while he took her out from the hospital and took her to a church where the pastor said they can deliver her. They took her from the hospital to a effing church and where we are praying and giving her a book for kidney problem. Woman get kidney problem. They carry her go pastor place. Then they pray, they give her a book for kidney problem. She died, and the phone conversation and the voice note I have will not just break you, but piss you off. She literally said She was not okay and was getting worse. While her husband and the pastor were claiming she has been healed and was getting better. The Nigeria police need to start arresting pastors. Enough is enough. We lost her today. And according to the husband said, all the money donated was used for her treatment and we couldn't even raise the 36 million naira needed for the kidney transplant. We did our best. My home church only supported with prayers, but never played the role of doctor. Joyce died in an hospital, not church. Easter block, get your fact right. You all are idiots. Ibuka was and still good man till she died. Good woman till she... Okay. May you... It's crazy, but person get kidney problem. People, they donate money. The man transfer the money, enter his personal account. Carry and go church. Church, they give an agbo, they preach. That is the summary of the whole thing. And the woman come by. And meanwhile, check out this story of this woman who went to a church.
So at the point of my challenging times, I needed a Christian body where I can join to at least help my faith and help my spirit. And at first, I was at peace. So the first Sunday I went to the church, they called first timers and I came out. They prayed for us. And then when we were standing there, the pastor of the church was like, I want to see you after the service. I told him I want to confide in him, to tell him one of my deepest secrets. He prayed with me and told me I shouldn't feel guilty at all of what I've done before. So I said, okay, thank you so much, sir. The second time was when I went back. And then when I went back, he said I should meet him at the office. So I entered the office, he gave me water to drink. All of a sudden, I started feeling dizzy. I started feeling dizzy. I felt like I was sleepy, but I wasn't sleepy when I was coming. So what happened?
Is this the pastor or someone else?
No, the pastor. The pastor. So they started telling me, you know, you're a beautiful lady. You have a very good body structure. Every man will want to come close. I wish I knew you before now. And oh, I know I'm married, but then, like, do you mind if you can be more closer to me, like, be a friend? And I told him, sir, you're my father. I said, no. And then I stepped out. I reached home. I thought that was all. He started sending me messages, started sending me voice notes, started sending me pictures of his private areas. The first time he sent, I thought it was a mistake, and I replied, sorry, Pastor, I think this is not for me. And he was like, yes, this is for you. I just want you to understand the feeling I have for you.
That's not the pastor. That's a wolf in sheep's clothing.
He kept sending messages, kept calling every day. When I pick, the first thing he draws my attention is, Jesus loves you. Or he can call and say, let me pray with you today. I was led. And then at the end of the call, that's when he will now talk about love. Fast forward, he told me to come. So I went to the office. When he came, he entered the office, and then the same thing he did, he just gave me the water bottle. But I noticed it was already open. The seal was opened already.
You drank it again?
But I drank it. I was thirsty.
You drank it again?
I drank it.
You drank it again?
Yes. I was thirsty. I don't know what came over. I was so thirsty. I had to drink. Then I was sitting on the chair. He sat on the table edge. Then he started touching me, making advances. And then he told me, no matter how I shout, nobody is going to hear me. He was stronger than me. I was vulnerable. He succeeded in raping me. And when I came back to my consciousness, I was just crying. I was so emotional. But I noticed he wasn't bothered. It was something like it was normal to him. Immediately I go back home. I saw his call again. He said on Tuesday Bible study, I should come and see him in church. So I went to church.
You went to church?
Yes.
Who preached?
Him.
And you were seated?
I was seated.
And he was seeing you?
He was seeing me.
And he preached?
He preached.
What was the topic that day?
He was preaching on how some pastors fall, luring other ladies, and how the spiritual life of the lady are not really strong. So he was encouraging the youths to be sensitive and not to just take spirituality casual. He was encouraging the youths to be on fire for God.
This woman, woman, you love it. See, I don't feel pity for she's not a victim for me. She's not a victim. Wallahi, I don't feel pity for her. In fact, if I am a judge, I will arrest the woman first before I go arrest the pastor. If there is a way for me to arrest that woman and jail her, I will jail her first before I jail the pastor. The pastor did nothing wrong. The pastor did absolutely nothing wrong in my face. First time, you come again, go drink another water, person they make advances, you come in office again. You needed it, you wanted it. I don't feel pity. Let God pity you. I'm a human being. Sorry, I'm not God like I'm not God, so I cannot relate to what this woman they talk. I don't feel relate to her. I don't feel relate to her. She loved it.